Hello, fellow knights and warriors. This is yet another of my videos about Norman Saga, and today we are going to talk about hoplites. Hoplites were the well-known shock infantry from the times of the ancient Greece, but they survived in the Byzantine army, and you can use them in the Norman Saga as well. They have some special abilities that I'm going to cover in this video. First, they can form their special formation, and if you have 3 of them on the adjacent hexes, you can declare that they are making formation. To mark it, you have to take a formation markers and place them on their front hexes. You can have up to 3 rows of the formation. Here you can see a formation of the two rows, but hoplite formation can have at last 3 rows. No more, but 3 rows is the max. When they have these formation markers, their movement is lowered to the 3 movement points. This is pretty important to remember about, and when they attack with these formation markers, they get a column shift which is equal to the depth of their formation. So for example, if they would attack with 2 rows, they get +2 column shift. Even more important is that these formation markers work as the part of their formation. What it means? Their front hexes are here. If enemy wants to attack them, he has to make their attack on the formation markers first. If he will be able to destroy formation markers by giving them retreat, wound or kill result, formation markers are removed from the game, and then in the next turn attacker will be able to attack hoplites themselves. So this is quite a potent situation, but there are pros and cons of formation. First of all, although hoplites formation is very strong on their front hexes, it is quite vulnerable on their side and rear hexes. If they are attacked from the left, they get no bonus from the formation, and if they are attacked from the right, the side that was not protected by shields, you get 1 shift of column to the right when you are attacking them, and if you are attacking formation from the rear hexes, you get 2 shifts on the right. Also, if any hoplite is forced to retreat and he's a part of formation, he's wounded instead. So, let's see how it works. We have a Norman combat phase, and you can see a bunch of Norman knights is trying to attack hoplites in formation. So, Odon is going to attack formation marker held by Nicholas. So, he has 24 versus 6, so it will be 4-1, and it will be 18. So we are taking a column, and this will be 18, so it will be 30-20. But now, because his formation has 2 rows, he gets 2 column shifts in favor of the defender. So it was 13-20, and now it is 5-8. Now, Julian is attacking from units from the right side. He targets Georgios. This is unprotected side, so he has 24 versus 7. It will be 17. So it will be 13-20, and because he attacks them from unprotected side, he gets 1 column shift to the 21 TOT. Next, Dragon. Dragon attacks them from the rear. So he targets Helios. He has 25 versus 8, so it will be 17, 31, 20. But because this is attack from the rear, he gets +2 column shift into 31, 50. And finally, Odon. Odon attacks Kelapholos from the left side. This is protected side. So he gets 23 versus 7. It will be 16. So he will check for his result in the 13, 20. And now, if our formation would survive all these attacks without problems, they will be able to attack, for example, Onfroy. Let's assume that Nicholas and Okeanos wants to attack Onfroy. They have 21 versus 30. It will be 8. So it will be 5-8, but due to the formation that has 2 rows, they will get +2 column shift from 5-8 to 31-20. So you can see that formation can be quite devastating, although it is very slow and thus vulnerable for attacks from many directions. Another special formation available for Hoplites is Falcon, a tortoise. It is possible to create a Falcon if Hoplites are deployed on the 2 ranks deep formation, and there are at last 3 characters in front of such formation, like here. You have to place a Falcon counter next to them to make everyone knows that they are in formation of Falcon. If they are in a Falcon, they can move only with 2 movement points per turn, so this is a very slow formation, but any missile attacks against Falcon are treated like the target would be in the medium cover. From the other hand, Falcon is not a very effective formation when you are performing attacks, and due to this fact, all the attacks made by Falcon gets 1 column shift to the left. But they can be also quite effective when it comes to defense, so all the attacks against Falcon also get 1 column shift to the left. So not a very effective formation, but quite effective when it comes to defense. Formation has also its own special rules when it comes to infiltration. Enemy doesn't have to carry an infiltration test when they are on the side of rear hexes of Hoplites formation. So I can move like that without being worried of making infiltration test. Infiltration test is only carried on the front hexes of formation. So, for example, moving like that would force me to take infiltration test. Moving like that would also make me to take infiltration test. Reversely, Hoplite formation doesn't have to be tested for infiltration in front. So if they are moving in front of the enemy with their formation, then they don't have to perform infiltration test. Let's assume that enemy was here. They were like that, and now they are moving. So this enemy is not going to force them to take infiltration test because of the formation marker.